The Chronovisor. Father François Brune was a French Catholic priest and religion and paranormal author who released the 2002 book, The Vatican's New Mystery, which contained a bombshell revelation. According to Brune, the Vatican funded a top-secret project to build a device that could show the past through a visor. The Chronovisor was an invention unlike anything ever seen before. It was built in the 1950s by some of the world's greatest minds, including Enrico Fermi, the developer of the first nuclear reactor, Wernher von Braun, a former Nazi engineer who designed the first space rockets, and Father Brune himself. The device worked like a set of glasses worn in the face, and even though it didn't literally take the users into the past, it allowed them to view and record past historical events. It reconstructed the images by reproducing residual electromagnetic radiation left over from past events and using a series of antennas made of several unknown metals. A sensor then allowed the user to select a specific location, date, and even a particular person, and the past would appear before their eyes on a cathode ray tube. In his book, Father Brune claimed that he and his 12-person team, including Italian priest Pellegrino Ernetti, witnessed some of history's most significant events and characters, such as Cicero and French ruler Napoleon's iconic speeches, as well as the Last Supper and the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. In 1972, notorious Italian magazine La Domenica del Corriere published an alleged photo of Jesus before his crucifixion, claiming that they had received the image from the Chronovisor team. Father Brune also confirmed that the Chronovisor project was shut down when Pope Pius XII and Italian dictator Benito Mussolini agreed that it posed an enormous political, economic, military, and religious threat to society, fearing that the truth might collapse modern civilization. However, Ernetti secretly made a copy of the Chronovisor's design and entrusted the documents to notaries in Japan and Switzerland. According to Brune's book, it's entirely possible that instead of destroying the powerful device, the Chronovisor still exists and is stashed away in the Vatican's secret archive. Officially known as Archivum Secretum Apostolicum Vaticanum, the secret records were founded in 1611 by Pope Paul V and were the subject of many conspiracy theories. The archive contains thousands of historical documents and artifacts spanning over 12 centuries. The Three Secrets of Fatima. In Fatima, a small town in Portugal, it's believed that 3 young shepherds were visited by the Virgin Mary 6 times between May and October of 1917. Lucia Santos and her cousins Jacinta and Francisco Marto claimed that the Virgin trusted them with 3 ominous and enigmatic secrets, one of which was witnessed by thousands of people. The event is said to have culminated with a miracle involving the movement of the sun. According to their retelling, for the first secret, the children saw the fires of hell filled with, quote, demons and souls in human form, like transparent burning embers, all blackened or burnished bronze. During the second vision, the children learned that although World War I would end soon, a second, larger conflict would break out almost immediately if the Pope did not put Russia in the hands of the Immaculate Heart of Mary. However, the third secret remained as one of the Catholic Church's most significant mysteries for decades. Even after the first 2 revelations were published in 1941, Lucia, now a Carmelite nun, refused to talk about the third. When asked about the third secret in 1943 by the Bishop of Leiria, José Alves Correa de Silva, Sister Lucia hesitated, convinced that God and Mary had not authorized her to publish it. Later that year, the bishop ordered her to write it down. The nun obliged, but sealed it in an envelope and instructed his superior that the document should not be opened until 1960, when the world was ready. However, when the time came, the Vatican issued a press release stating that the third secret of Fatima would most likely remain under absolute seal forever. The announcement sparked worldwide speculation and theories ranging from nuclear annihilation, natural disasters signaling the apocalypse, or civil war within the Roman Catholic Church. On May 2, 1981, a 55-year-old Australian named Lawrence James Downey hijacked a plane and demanded that Pope John Paul II make the third secret public, to no avail. Finally, in 2000, the Church published the contents of the final secret, citing the persecution of Christian believers in the 20th century and the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II. Still, many people are convinced that this statement was merely a cover-up to conceal the terrifying truth, and that the actual document is hidden somewhere in the Vatican archives. Proof of the existence of Jesus Christ. Although for many people the idea that Jesus married and procreated sounds like a story pulled from a Dan Brown novel, there are those who believe that there is indeed a Jesus Christ bloodline. Practically nothing is known about Jesus Christ's life between his birth and adulthood when he was crucified. But many religious scholars believe it is likely that he started a family during that time, raising a lot of questions about lineage. According to several theories, the specific details of Jesus Christ's bloodline are hidden in the famous Vatican archives. After all, if anyone was found to be the direct descendant of Jesus Christ, and therefore God himself in Christian teaching, the implications would be immense. Although the theory is compelling, it would be nearly impossible to keep track of all the descendants in today's world if the Vatican did indeed have information about Jesus' progeny. Another theory regarding Jesus Christ's existence is that the secret archives contain correspondence between St. Paul and Emperor Nero, in which they could have discussed Jesus. These secret exchanges could theoretically confirm his existence or refute it altogether. However, if there is evidence that Jesus did not exist, it would be logical for the Vatican to hide it, as Christian religion would be rendered fictitious. Many experts also wonder why the Vatican would hide evidence of his existence instead of making it available for all the world to see. Whatever the case, it is widely believed that if such history-changing evidence does exist, it is one of many secret items stored in the mysterious Vatican archives. The Grand Grimoire. Although most of the Vatican archives remain a secret, there is indeed one confirmed item in the Catholic Church's repertoire of objects, and it is known as the most dangerous book of spells in existence. Le Grand Grimoire is believed to have been written as early as 1520 by an apocryphal figure named Honorius of Thebes, a man who claimed to be possessed by Satan. Written in either biblical Hebrew or Aramaic, the book is connected to the biblical King Solomon, whose tomb was where the document was found in 1750. According to legend, the Grand Grimoire, also known as Le Dragon Rouge or the Red Dragon, is one of the most powerful occult books in existence. The book contains instructions on crafting magical talismans and amulets, conjuring spells to win the lottery, talking to spirits or demonic figures, being loved by a woman, and making oneself invisible. However, the most notorious feature in the centuries-old manuscript is instructions to summon Lucifer, or Lucifugero Focale, to make a deal with him. It's believed that many copies of Le Grand Grimoire were made after the publication of the original, but some experts claim that the other versions are either fake or slightly modified to render their spells and summonings useless. Still, most historians agree that all the copies have some level of power, but that the original manuscript owned by the Catholic Church is the most powerful, and the only copy that could protect humanity from unimaginable carnage should the spells fall into the wrong hands. Alien existence. The existence of aliens and evidence that proves it has been one of the most common conspiracy theories of all time, even for the Vatican. It's alleged that the Catholic Church has known about aliens for centuries after owning an observatory as far back as 1580. Many experts believe that the Vatican has kept all its evidence on the existence of aliens as not to discredit Christianity, including several artifacts, documents, and records. To prove this belief, some theorists claim that in 1998, skulls with elongated heads and small faces with large eyes were found under the Vatican during a restoration project. The site had been undergoing a major overhaul of its underground vaults, many of which still had floors that had not been tampered with by humans in over 5 centuries. Some people still believe that the organization has several living extraterrestrials in a vault tucked inside the secret archives. But the archives aren't the only facility that supposedly houses alien information. According to another theory that's gained traction, the Great Pyramid at Giza in Egypt served the same function, hiding alien artifacts and earth-shattering revelations from the people of the ancient world. The theorists claim that this is why both Napoleon and Adolf Hitler headed straight for the pyramids after spending time at the Vatican with the Pope. Thank you for watching our Dark 5 video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this and all our other channels for more exciting content. And let us know in the comments below if you have a Dark 5 topic that you'd like to see featured in a future video.